The impact of Serena Williams. A look back and what's next question, everything you think you know about Serena Williams. You've seen the trophies. You've watched the highlights. But have you ever wondered what drives her? What's next for her? And how she rewrites her story on and off the court. Because Serena isn't just a name, it's a cultural force. If you were born after the year 2000, pause this video right now. Google Serena Williams. I promise you'll be impressed. Who is Serena Williams? Well, here's the Cliff Notes version. Serena, along with her equally accomplished sister Venus, dominated women's tennis for nearly 30 years. Together, they won 30 Grand Slam titles, which is more than all other players in the Open era combined. Not to mention, Serena holds the record for most weeks at No.1 and most matches won in the history of women's tennis. But while you might think those stats are impressive, they only tell half the story because Serena Williams didn't just break records on the court, she broke barriers. She became a cultural icon, reshaping what it meant to be a black woman in a predominantly white sport. So why talk about her now? Well, in September 2022, Serena announced she would retire from professional tennis. After an illustrious career filled with triumphs, rivalries, and countless hours on the court, the world was understandably curious what comes next for one of the greatest athletes of our generation. We're bringing you this video to not only take a look back at Serena's legendary career, but also to reveal the untold story of what's next. As Serena herself once said, quote, "I never let others dictate my life. I always believed I could do more than people said I could." So what exactly has Serena done, and how did she do it? Well, here's a hint. Her secret weapon wasn't just her powerful serve, it was her powerful mind. In fact, according to Forbes, Serena has earned over $94 million in prize money throughout her career, making her the second highest paid female athlete of all time. However, when you take a look at her net worth, the numbers don't quite add up, do they? That's because Serena's true wealth comes from her investments and entrepreneurial endeavors. And let me tell you, her portfolio is anything but a double fault. She's got stakes in over 30 companies spanning industries from fashion to food and technology. One of her most notable investments is in the plant-based meat company, Impossible Foods, which recently went public, making Serena a multi-millionaire on paper. But her venture capital firm, Serena Ventures, doesn't just invest in companies, it invests in people. And with over 75% of its portfolio being in diverse founders, Serena is proving that good investments come in all colors. For example, there's Daily Harvest, an online service that delivers ready-to-blend smoothies and other healthy foods directly to customers' doorsteps. Then there's Masterworks, a platform that allows everyday investors to buy shares of multi-million-dollar artwork. Which might sound risky until you consider Serena's own art collection, which is reportedly worth in the millions. That's a rare find. Speaking of rare finds, Serena's investment in the online marketplace for rare sneakers called Stocks is another winning bet. In fact, since launching Serena Ventures in 2014, she's had a remarkable track record with 9 of her investments going public or being acquired, including a $2 million investment in the now billion-dollar company.com, which provides meditation and sleep-related content. When asked by Forbes what her secret was for picking such great investments, Serena responded, "I know what I like, and I go after it. There's no magic formula. I see the product, I try the product, I use the product. I see how it makes people feel." And that's not just business acumen, it's a lesson in investing in what you believe in. Now, you might be thinking, okay, so she's made some good investments, but what's the big deal? Here's the thing, Serena's not just a successful investor. She's become a blueprint for female athlete entrepreneurs. Back in 2016, when she launched her own VC fund, she was just the third former athlete to do so after Michael Jordan and Mark Cuban. And even today, she remains one of the few people who can say they've successfully navigated both the worlds of professional sports and venture capital. In fact, In 2020, Serena became the first and only female athlete to reach billionaire status, cementing her place not just on the tennis courts, but also in the boardrooms of tomorrow. Now, before we move on, I want you to take a moment to appreciate the significance of what Serena has accomplished. She didn't just hit aces on the court. She's hitting home runs in business too. And the numbers don't lie. Serena's businesses have generated over $300 million in revenue, which is more than some Fortune 500 companies. Some critics might say, well, it's not surprising that Serena is successful given her fame and fortune. But let me ask you this, if Serena's success was just about dollars and cents, why hasn't every famous athlete followed suit? The answer, my friends, is simple. Serena's success goes beyond dollars and cents. It's about vision, passion, and yes, a whole lot of hustle. You see, Serena's not just a passive investor. She's an active board member at SurveyMonkey and an advisor at T-Mobile. Oh, and she's also got her own clothing line, S by Serena, which is sold exclusively at Target. Basically, if Serena wants to do something, you better believe she'll find a way to make it happen. After all, she's the type of person who doesn't just dream about making a difference. She gets up and makes it happen. Just look at her work as an activist. Serena has used her platform to speak out against social injustice, gender inequality, and body positivity. She's been a vocal advocate for equal pay, affordable healthcare, and LGBTQ rights. And she's used her